Hello Earth Angels and welcome to Crystal Chapel. Today I will be recollecting my 12th dimensional channelings. First, let's define channeling in the 12th dimension. Channeling is a psychic practice that uses intuition and gut feelings to explore topics or answer questions. The 12th dimension correlates with the density theory in the Law of One. I believe there are infinite layers of consciousness. Right now, humanity is transitioning from the 3rd to the 5th dimension. Now that we have the introduction out of the way, let's get into the channelings. This first exploration is purely theoretical. I don't condone littering in space. But let's answer the question, what happens if we put trash and nuclear waste in a black hole or on a planet that is near a star that will go supernova soon? I received the message that in a black hole, the waste would spit out a white hole. Is it possible that could create a new kind of planet or a new kind of celestial formation and become a hazard to life? Possibly, which is partially why I don't condone this. In the scenario where we place the waste onto a planet near a star that will go supernova soon, the nuclear waste could send debris after the explosion that could accumulate during a nebula formation and make a nuclear planet or a nuclear aspect of an ecosystem or a nuclear asteroid impact. Next, you can transfer memories and thoughts through thought osmosis. It can be done physically in lower dimensions, or it can be done through consciousness in higher dimensions. These thoughts can be sent through high concentration particle accelerators. The particle accelerator must be in a chamber of water, and the sender stands in the chamber of a box with electrodes on their head. The electrodes come out of tiny holes in the box, reaching the water and also connecting to the particle accelerator. I'm not sure how the water doesn't seep into the box, but this is just what I received. Next, I have a really short one, which reads, infinity-shaped Dyson spheres transmit energy from binary star systems to planets where civilizations construct them. Additionally, there is both an ether of light and an ether of darkness. The ether of darkness is an etheric web of negative technologies installed within internet-like complexes. It's like a log of all negative technology in usage, like in Akashic records kept by Arconians and AI hybrid beings. The next thing I channeled is that there are magnetism hoops that spaceships fly through and use to transport themselves to another part of the universe as they run along an S-shaped track. The significance of the S-shape in physics is that it's a curved geometry where the fabric of space-time is bent in a way that resembles an S-curve, typically caused by the gravitational influence of a massive object like a star or a black hole, where the curvature is most pronounced near the object and gradually lessens further away, essentially illustrating how gravity warps spacetime according to Einstein's theory of general relativity. These magnetism hoops could possibly use the presence of a black hole or a star to move through the universe. Also, I received a message that there's a way to use magnetic poles to teleport. It works like magnetic levitation in trains and allows for faster travel. We must learn what the spacetime continuum is made of so we can create magnetic pole hoops that work with the material that makes up the spacetime continuum. Next, Blue Avians have a spaceship with blue mechanical bird wings that travel through other galaxies. It is ideal to travel between galaxies when the central sun is in a solar eclipse with the central moon of the central planet, which is the origin of life in the universe. Finally, I channeled the following message. In some galaxies, there is a natural electric charge in the ether that causes stars to form from electricity. This kind of electricity can't power anything, but instead it can create life that is similar to artificial intelligence in the way that it doesn't have a real body or a mind. These electric creations are neutral entities and are used as harbingers of justice in power structures in the universe. They can connect to electricity's consciousness and cut a civilization's sources of energy if the civilization abuses it in an intergalactically destructive way. Souls can incarnate into these electric star entity roles to experience true neutrality. Electric stars can't create planets with physical life. They are the few kinds of stars that directly harbor life. Now take all these channelings with a grain of salt because they are not scientifically proven. Some of this was derived from a Google search, as in the case of the S-shaped curve, in correlation with its significance to physics. Use your own discernment to decide what is right for you and leave the rest behind. I know these channelings seem out there and I can already see the schizo accusations in the comments from some certain brain rot watchers, but I hope you found them thought-provoking or at the least entertaining. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful week.